Hey, so I got another quick video. Also, I wanted to say that I am going to be using this channel to just update randomly whenever I feel like it, and I'm not going to worry about bothering people because I have two channels. My other channel has like 200 subscribers, and I rarely update it just because I just don't want to bother people. But this channel, if you subscribe to it, you're going to get basically a lot of random videos that are just not low quality. So I wanted to talk about an idea I had. So now I'm getting it so that when there's no views in a list, it will actually let you add one, which surprisingly didn't work before. But I had this idea because now I have this magic wand sort of editor. So if you go down here, it will create a new item. If you go over an existing view, then it will actually let you edit it and gives you a bunch of modifiers. And this isn't completely done yet, it doesn't really work. But I keep thinking it's gonna be done in a minute, but I keep making other edits. But my idea is that if you look at this, right, technically in Swift UI, you can put in like accent color, font on an empty view, right? Which is like why it gave me the option, because it's allowed, right? There's very few modifiers that are specific to different types of views. Most of them are really general, but of course they only apply to specific elements. So what I was thinking is, obviously I'm not going to want to use a foreground color here, so the app should hide it. And not hide it, but maybe put it at the bottom. Like, I'm sort of thinking there should be a suggested modifiers section. So for example, any view would, this empty view wouldn't really have one, but here, we're actually inside of a tab view, right? So because I'm inside of a tab view, when I drop this modifier here, it should suggest, is even here? Yeah, tab item. It should suggest that at the top because we are in the context of a tab view. So it would make sense if you would, oh, there it goes, it just broke. It would make sense if it actually supported, I forget what we call it. If it just basically used the context to suggest items. And I don't know, it looks like it's starting to work here with the modifiers because this one actually has a modifier on it. That's cool. I'll show you what that's actually doing. Because I guess the thing is obviously I'm not going to want to use this AST, the abstract syntax tree, as like the way of doing it. I'm going to want to have, so right now you see how it's got the foreground color modifier on it. When you drag over it, it tells you how many modifiers are on a view. So that's kind of cool. I don't know. The more I'm thinking about it, the more it's like, the more I'm thinking that this abstract syntax tree should not be the primary way of editing. It should almost be like a power user thing. So like, obviously, if you want to make a fine grain edit, you could just go in the code and start typing. But that is not that fun. That's really actually annoying, especially if you're on the phone. On the iPad, it might be a different story. Maybe people will just want to type code, which is actually I'm working on a solution to get VS Code into the app somehow. But this view is like really great if you're just doing a quick edit and you just, you don't want to actually be typing. So, but I just don't feel like it's actually a great way to like build a full UI. It's a great way to edit maybe, but to actually like start from scratch, I feel like it's a bad way to do it. It's just, there's too many options and it's very scary. So I'm thinking, oh God, it's so broken now. I'm thinking even for the designer mode, this will be like an advanced view. Because right now it's super simplified for designer mode. So it's supposed to like be something your mom can do and not be too confused. But I think right now it's too confusing still. So what I'm sort of thinking is there would be an actual editor view. So this would be the view hierarchy in designer mode and the AST and developer mode. But then when you have a new tab at the bottom, which would be like an editor, and that would be like a full-blown actual drag and drop. You get actual, like you can actually just click on an item that's right now for some reason running the app is broken, so I can't show the app. But you would actually see the app in it, right? And when you would click on an item in the app, so there's a button or something, options will pop up and let you modify it, and you can drag new items onto the screen. And that obviously would be a pretty difficult engineering effort, but I think it would definitely be possible. And this could be like a way to just kind of jump through your hierarchy and find quick edits that are a little harder to do on like a sort of general editor. Anyways, those are some thoughts. I want to make a video more for myself so I can look back at it, but maybe some people who are following this more closely might want to hear where my thoughts are. If you are one of those people, leave a comment or, message me on Twitter. A lot of people message me on Twitter, so I prefer that method actually. So anyways, that's it. Hope you guys have a good weekend.